Just brown it, you reckon?
You got this, brother. Just brown it. 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 Just brown it.
The way in which it was done was fantastic. It was light-hearted approach to quite boring topics.
We'd done some work with legislation prior to the Just Brown It coming out, so I was really keen to see how they were going to roll that into that kind of kaupapa.
We're a learning organisation and I thought it was the best, really interesting, fun, brilliantly Wananga way of learning.
Do you have permission to use it? Well, then you can't use it, Bert. Aroha mai.
The series of Just Brown It came about when we needed to make sure our kaimahi understood what legal frameworks they were working with, how to comply with it, and also how to use the legislation in their daily mahi.
There was a need when I arrived here. Basically all we had were books, and they may as well have been textbooks filled with information about legislation. Nobody that I know had actually read them or looked at them.
No means no, Wata. Don't be so pushy. Oh dear. Barry's breached the Privacy Act.
We decided that video engagement was the way to go. We decided to use webisodes, so we looked at the fact that we could put out short, sharp clips that would give people an insight and an understanding to legislation.
In early childhood, we're limited with time that we can have away from our mahi as usual, and so without having to take everybody out for a one-day training, it's just small snippets of 15 minutes once a week.
Brown It's fabulous because it really provides the learning that we need in an exciting and interesting way and supports kaimahi.
I thought it was great, the way that they were put together, and they were short and snappy so you could have a listen and actually had time to process it.
Mike has a tight deadline, so he rushes online and types up an advert on the organisation's Facebook page. 150? No, that's not right. It's actually 1,500.
Through Just Brown It's first year, we've noticed an improvement in engagement and also a huge amount of understanding of our kaimahi.
Day one arrives and a young lady from Tamaki Makaurau waits happily for her pickup. The young man from Ohakune waits, as does the farmer from Te Waipounamu. But no one comes to pick them up. Oh dear.
We did a collaboration with Just Brown It and we featured them as part of the Taurora program, and we had a badge for them and challenges. And we know from the hits that we got that it was hugely successful.
The webisode series was such a success this year that we've had another series approved for next year. In fact, I was approached by a lot of different areas saying, hey, can you do some webisodes on our area?
Te Wananga Aotearoa has always had to comply with a number of different legislations, but Just Brown It came about so that our kaimahi could, 1, understand priority areas, 2, engage in them, and 3, do it in a very innovative way that gets our kaimahi on board.
So it's been a real success, and we're going to continue with that success next year.
Think of them all as precious taonga.